Welcome to Still Stella. Living life sarcastically. Hi, y'all. Welcome to Still Stella. Living life sarcastically. Today we are talking about Thanksgiving and shopping. If you're listening to this podcast on Thanksgiving Day, I'm guessing you have successfully hidden from your family and the drama. Are you huddled in the corner with your glass of wine? Turkey Day, lots of food and family. Not sure which is worse though. Sometimes we struggle with the overdose of food and family. We are bloated and cranky by the time the meal is done. Don't forget to wear your stretchy pants or you'll bust a seam. You know, like when Joey wore Phoebe's maternity pants, but he called them his Thanksgiving pants. And don't ask me to share my pie, get your own. As Joey always says, I don't share food. Napping after the big meal, the food coma. We all zone out after the big meal watching football. Can't forget football. It's mandatory to enjoy some football on Thanksgiving, even if it is the damn Lions playing. We start passing out like we were shot with a tranquilizer gun until someone says dessert, and we all say, hold up, I could eat. You know, when you can't eat another bite, but then, oh look, pie. I think I could fit that in. Back in the day, I would make tons of food for my family. Enough food to feed a family for a month. Each family member would pick their favorite food to add to the list. My family was divided on turkey and ham, so I usually made both. Prepping the turkey reminds me of one of my first epic cooking fails. Cleaning out the turkey just to cram it full of stuffing. I remember one of my first years cooking, I left the organs in. You know, that crap you're supposed to remove in the cavity. Cooking it that way made it smell weird and the taste was completely off. Call me crazy, but I love the original cranberry sauce. You know, the stuff that looks like it came out of a dog food can. It is just so satisfying to dump it out and slice it into rounds. We all eat so much our stomachs hurt and the heartburn is going to be extreme, but we'll still plow through like it's nothing. I remember when I was younger, I spent a Thanksgiving with my friend and her family. She was Italian, so we had 2 full dinners back to back. Her grandma made us a full Italian dinner, and after about 2 hours, she served a full turkey dinner. I never ate so much food in my life, because of course, you don't want to let down an Italian grandma when it comes to eating their food. She was pretty scary when she was mad, so everyone ate like their lives depended on it. We all need to remember the scale doesn't exist during the next few weeks. Ugh. That nasty bitch is the worst during the holidays. I met a great nurse the other day that told me when she weighs people right after Thanksgiving, she tells them to take 50% off for the holidays. We laughed. I think she's one of the smartest people on the planet. And those family arguments, bringing out family dysfunction for generations. This can be weird because it seems there is always some type of drama. Years of therapy tested by just a few simple words. We have arguments that don't include logic with half the family on Google to dispute it. There's always one silly dispute that carries through year after year. There's also the one family member that will go down in flames arguing their point even after they know they are wrong. At that point, it's just plain sport to keep going, even with everyone researching and disputing. It's not a bad thing. It's kind of funny, and it's always met with lots of laughs. Just goes back to that family motto, who needs enemies when you got family? It's also funny to to recall events only to find out we all have different recollections and memories. We share the same goofy stories over and over when we're together. Like the time when my sister was 5 years old and she was supposed to be napping in the house and we were all working out in the yard. I was told to go check on her to find her under the Christmas tree with all the presents open, and she was actively painting a paint-by-number present meant for my brother. I just remember thinking, she is done for. She better run hide while she can. The rest is pretty much a blur, but I still have the picture in my mind of opening the door, seeing her mid-paint, look up, and smile like, look what I did. I'm thankful she survived this one and is still here to tell the story. There's also always the family member who tells you the same stories over and over again. It's not really their fault. They can't remember. I'm jealous and looking forward to the day my mind goes and all these stories seem like new stories every time. Who am I kidding? We know this is about me. Oh, feuds. Always great to sit at the table and watch the old feuds simmer under the surface. Wouldn't quite be Thanksgiving without a little emotional scarring. Cousin Eric knew better than to bring that little witch, but he did. And here she sits, looking down her nose at everyone. He is either completely stupid or loves the drama. My money's on completely stupid. At least it's entertaining. This is where the drinking comes in. Lots of drinking. Liquid courage for some, and wine to calm the rest of us. We should all take the opportunity to say what we are thankful for. I am thankful I don't have to do big Thanksgivings with people I don't like. I'm fortunate these days my sister hosts Thanksgiving, and it's usually pretty chill and always enjoyable. She's a great host, and we always have lots of laughs. I truly am grateful for my family. No, there's not a joke here. I mean it. This hasn't always been the case in past years with extended family, but I'm glad my circle is smaller these days. Years ago, we did turkey trots. It was great fun with the kids, although they would run and be gone while I walked my way through. It was a way to pre-burn the calories we would consume at dinner. We would put on the funny turkey t-shirts and even some years a tutu. It was about having fun and spending the day together. The last few years, my husband and I have tried to head out the day after Thanksgiving to visit family we can't get to during the year normally. His job limits his ability to travel. Believe it or not, flying on Thanksgiving can be fun. Usually, the day of Thanksgiving and the day after, the planes are empty and the airport's a ghost town. Some airlines even offer free drinks. Most people fly the day before to get to their families, which is why it's so quiet. We've had so much fun laughing with the flight attendants. I'm pretty sure there are photos somewhere with my husband on the plane dancing in the aisle with the flight attendant. We all had our own rows to ourselves too, which is probably the best part. Holiday travel can be so stressful, so this was a nice surprise. Don't tell everyone though, we don't want to ruin it. After spending a lovely Thanksgiving with family and being grateful, lots of people head out to deal with the crowds to fight over the best deals on Black Friday. Black Friday shopping. Long lines, crappy deals, and way too many people for me. It's an extreme sport. How many have you done the crazy Black Friday shopping? I remember years ago when it first became a thing, we camped out for hours before opening, just trying to get the big deal. Over the years, though, it's become silly, since the deals seem to run for days, and now they have Cyber Monday, which means no waiting in lines. Now that is more my speed. I admit, I don't have the tolerance for people to sit in lines and argue or push my way through. There is no deal good enough for me to brave all those crazy people in one place. I can sit at home on my computer or my phone in my pajamas to buy anything I need. Talk about spoiled. I swear, the older I get, the less I like to shop. You know, when you were younger, you could hang out in a mall for hours with your friends, walking in and out of almost every store. Nowadays, I play beat the clock to get in there and out as quickly as possible. It is no longer an adventure. It's like Indiana Jones on his quest, minding his business, then a huge boulder rolls towards him as he runs for his life. I see this boulder on every aisle when I'm shopping. I race to check off all the items on my list before the switch is flipped and that boulder comes barreling for me. This means most of my shopping is done online. Happiness is receiving what you ordered online without the headaches of crowds and stress. I think the older I get, the less patience I have to shop with crowded people. I used to be worried about ordering things that might not fit or didn't work. But I've discovered that's no big deal. It's easier to shop online and return items than it is to go to a store to do returns. I love this. It doesn't help for me that there are no malls or big stores where I live. We have a Walmart, Ross, and we just got a Marshall's. Yee-haw! We are stepping up now to the big life. I have to admit, I avoid Walmart like the plague. It is just too crowded and lots of crazy people that were never taught any manners, bless their hearts. I brave it a few times a year, but only when I absolutely must. It seems most stores have gone to self-checkout. I hate, and yes, I said hate, self-checkout. It's not because I'm spoiled or lazy. I just hate the fact I now have another job working the checkout. I did this job when I was younger, and I have way less patience now than I used to. Customers would irritate the shit out of me, and I am the worst customer. I never scan and bag fast enough for myself. I stand over myself saying, "Come on, what is this, your first day? Don't you know how to bag at all?" I fumble along as my stuff rolls off the platform onto the floor and struggle not to yell at this newbie that can't seem to get it together. After self-checkout, they add insult to injury with the receipt checkers. I think worse than self-checkout is the receipt checker. Are you kidding me? I just had to ring everything up, and now you want me to prove I didn't steal anything? If you didn't trust me, why the hell did you hire me at self-checkout? No pay? No added benefit? Where is my damn employee discount? I will admit, at this age, Home Depot is quite frankly my favorite store. You can get everything there. I'm always looking for a project or trying to fix something up. My funniest trip to Home Depot was years ago, right after we had moved into an old house that needed some work. I had to stop in to pick up a few things. I got duct tape, plastic drop cloth, Drano, and a shovel. All of these items were needed for separate projects. I didn't think anything of it until the cashier looked concerned and started asking me what I needed these items for. I still did not realize why I was having to explain the work needed on this house, and was partially wondering why it was her business anyway. Then she finally says, well, it's an odd combination of items. Duct tape, plastic drop cloth, Drano, and a shovel. Oh, of course, my response was I'm really hoping we can keep this between the two of us, as I hurriedly walked out the door, thinking the only thing I could have done better was pay with cash. November means shopping is just starting for the holidays. I hope you all stay safe out there, fighting over the perfect gift. I will be at home ordering gift cards because I'm old and tired. No judgments, please. You know you would rather have a gift card than whatever other crazy gift idea I might come up with. How about a Snuggie or a better marriage blanket? A better marriage blanket? This is a blanket marketed to absorb bodily gas for a better sleep. The perfect gift to protect you from your gas-filled partner. What in the hell will they come up with next? We're also in No Shave November, Movember. This is an annual event where participants stop shaving to raise awareness and money for cancer. The concept is you donate money you save, not grooming, and show solidarity with cancer patients losing their hair. I've been trying to show my support since the beginning of October. Unlike the hot hockey players, now with full beards, I'm just supporting leg hair long enough to braid. And no one wants to see that. We'll just keep appreciating those hot, hair-covered athletes. Please remember to help support this worthy cause. I joke about family drama because we all have it, but I love my family, and I'm thankful for them every day. Take a minute when you have the chance to hug them and tell them you love them. If for no other reason, then you want to make sure no one steals your pie when you're not looking. Thank you for listening, and please take a moment to follow or subscribe so you are notified when the next episode is available. New episodes are available every Thursday. That is, of course, if you still want to share the craziness. Some of you have messaged me to share your stories, and I really appreciate it. I love hearing how y'all are navigating this life as well. Have fun together, and please share this chaos with all your friends. And make sure to share it with your enemies, too. Let me torture them for you with my sarcasm. Thank you for listening to Still Stella, Living Life Sarcastically.